Hello everyone, welcome to Nihira Techiees. This is our Angular 13 series part 8 video. So in this video I am going to explain what is property binding and what is the difference between interpolation and property binding. So in our last video we have seen what is event handling and event binding. The same way we are going to see the property binding. So it has some syntax changes. Let me explain what are the syntaxes. So in the event binding basically we use this parenthesis. For the interpolation, we use these double curly braces. The same way, for the property binding, we are going to use this rectangular braces. Let me go to the code. So if you see here, this is the even binding and this one is interpolation. The similar way, we can use the property binding also. So basically the property binding is the kind of binding any property including styles and normal HTML properties including the text. So we can bind in the dynamic way. So let me create one input first. So in the input I am going to have one property disabled. So now I am going to bind this value in the dynamic way. So I'm just declared here. Now I am going to give this is true. So the property binding syntax is double curly braces. Okay, now it's good. If you see here, this text box, now it's in disabled mode. Now I am trying to make this is false. Now it's enabled. The same property binding we can achieve through the interpolation also. The only problem is when we come with an interpolation, it will take all the values in the string format. Right now you are see the disabled, basically the input is true or false only. Even if you are give true also, it will consider as T or U as a string. So that's what the problem. Let me explain with an one example. I am going to have one more input. Okay, here I am going to use this interpolation concept. We all know the interpolation syntax is double curly braces. Okay, fine. See, the same false only we are provided. But the first text box we use the property binding, it's enabled. The second one we use the interpolation, still it's in disabled mode. Now if I am trying to give true, so in this scenario also both are gets disabled. Okay, that's what why we are using this property binding. This is not only for the disabled. The same way we have the checkbox and the radio buttons. So that have the checked option. That time also we supposed to use true or false scenario. So we should use this property binding. And one more thing, even style also we can bind in the dynamic way. For that let me explain. So I am going to declare one variable with the color. I am going to set the value as red. Now let me copy this one. So already we have one h1 tag. In the h1 tag, I am going to have one style.color. So if you see, now it's changed in the red color. The same way I can change the font size also. Font size I am trying to give 50 pixel. Okay, let me bind this one also. Okay, now see the font is a little bit increased. So as of now, I am just hard coded the values in our component, and in order to I have binded all the things. In the real-time scenarios, basically the values are coming from the service, maybe it's a color or any other properties. It's all about the requirement. So we will get every details from the service. Based on that, we can bind our UI. That's what the end concept of property binding. I hope this video clearly explained what is property binding and what is the difference between interpolation and property binding. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in our comment box. In our next video, I am going to explain how we can handle the style in our Angular application. So thank you, thanks for watching.